What is up, YouTube? It is showtime and I am back with yet again another video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down and showing you guys how to become the best possible shooting popper center that you can be for your team on NBA 2K25. Now I will be doing a video similar to this one, but for you inside bigs, for those of you guys who are just inside centers, I'm going to have a version or an edition of this for that, probably coming next or in the coming videos. I hope you guys do like videos like this, informational tip videos, how-to videos, videos that are generally going to make you better at whatever it is you do as a big man. And that's my goal. I want to be able to share. Also, if you guys feel like you want to chime in anything in the comment section down below, that is great too. This is a community. We should always be willing to share information, and everyone, everyone just get better. Everybody eats here. So we won't really waste any time. I'm going to make this video short and sweet and possible. Let's get straight into it. Once again, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. So the first real tip I want to get into, the first thing I want to cover is popping. Now you have to know how to pick and pop as a big man. But before even we get into that, the first thing you guys must understand as poppers, as shooting centers, is spacing. You must understand that as shooting centers, it is you guys' job to open the court. When you have a popper or a shooting center, it literally changes the whole way the game is being played. There's so much more spacing. There's more opportunities. You're creating another way for your team to score other than relying on your guard to get open and your lockdown to get open. You are also a viable offensive option for your team. It is a lot more spacious. Some may argue that it's easier for them. Most people, I would say, generally it is easier to play with a popper than an inside because of how much spacing you get and opportunity you get. So just pay attention to the clips that I'm going to have on screen. As you guys will see, because I am a popper, I usually stay away from the paint. If I see anybody driving to the paint, that is an opportunity for me to clear out and try and get an open shot or create enough space for them to score at the basket. If you ever see anybody, if you're a popper and you ever see anybody on your team running into the paint for a basket of any sort, you should not be anywhere there. You should be looking for your own shot. Badges like slippery off ball are going to help with that. And also having a higher speed, good agility rating are going to help you move better off the ball. That is my first tip. Understand spacing and understanding that at no point should two people be in the paint at once when you have a popper. It is different when you're an inside, because when you're inside, you can't pop. The only thing you can do is go to the paint. So when you're on an inside, you have the paint to yourself. No one should be in the paint really but you. But when you're a popper, it's completely different. The only time you can go to the paint is if you're rolling and you're slipping for an open slip. But other than that, you should be clearing out of the paint if you see anybody else in there to find yourself an open shot. And with that first tip, we'll move on to my next tip on how to run the pick and pop perfectly. Now for the pick and pop, you must understand what a pick and pop is. A pick and pop is when the center sets a pick. He's going to set a screen, and once he sets the screen, he is going to pop and find himself a jump shot. I'm going to show a perfect demonstration of this on screen, a clip of me doing this exactly. It's more ideal when the screen hits. When the screen hits, it's ideal. You shake the defender off, giving the offense two choices. You give your team two choices. Either your guard will score or you will score. You will score either from a slip, meaning you will run to the basket and dunk or get a layup, or what we specialty in as poppers, shooting. You guys will find a wide open shot. What I usually do is I just move my stick. Sometimes I'll run and hold R2 and run and find myself an open shot. You need to find anywhere on the court that is free is where you should be trying to get a shot. That is the best way I can explain it. Easy, simple. You set a screen. If it does hit, even better, someone will be open. It's either you or the guard. You either slip or, like most times, you pop. You find somewhere on the court that is open. You stand there. You wait for the ball. You call for the ball, and you shoot it. It's literally just as simple as that. Now, there's also going to be possessions where you don't have to set a screen. Some people play sides on defense, meaning one defender's on one side of the screen and one defender's on the other side. When that happens, you have to be able to move quickly off the ball and slip. In that case, you wouldn't set a screen at all. What I'm trying to get at here is there are positions where you do not need to set a screen at all. Some people are playing very good defense. Sometimes there's just a better opportunity for you to score somewhere else on the court. Sometimes you don't have to set a screen at all. You can just kind of stand and just run and find an open shot. I'm going to do my best to leave clips of me actually doing the things that I'm saying, just so that you guys get a better understanding of how these things work. And so I'm not just yapping, and you guys are getting a clear demonstration. And I think we've kind of covered shooting and popping pretty much. I'm trying to keep it short and simple so that you guys can understand and provide some good clips. And we'll move on to the next tip for you guys to become better poppers on NBA 2K25. Now, the next tip I have for you guys, which kind of goes hand in hand with everything I just showed you with popping, is slipping. Sometimes you have to pick and roll. This is a lot more prevalent in an inside center, obviously, because that's what they're made to do. But even as a popper, you still have to roll 90% of the times. Your guard is going to try and get open. There's going to be positions where he can't. There's going to be possessions where the defense is playing sides, and you must know how to slip. You must know how to get yourself a quick basket. It's pretty simple. This is majority of times I'm slipping all the time, but I'm really slipping when there's sides, when people are two people, like I mentioned, one person's playing defense on one side of the screen, someone's on the other, the center and the lock, and the middle is free. You split the defense, you run in between them, and you get yourself a quick basket, a quick dunk, a quick layup, whatever it is. This is how you're going to be scoring 50% of the times, like maybe even more. I say like 80% of the times I'm slipping, maybe 20%, 30%, I'm popping. But slipping is a very important game. It doesn't matter what center you are, inside, outside, you must know how to slip. It is a very vital way to score. It's a vital thing you must know how to do to give your team a standing chance. Sometimes you guys just have to take twos, and this can come in clutch. A lot of you guys are struggling to do this. I notice it. You guys do not know how to move off the ball. This is going to require some IQ. You're going to have to understand this just a bit. I'm going to have clips to help you guys so you guys can understand what it is I'm doing. And I think I've covered slips. You're literally just slipping, getting yourself a quick basket at the hoop, at the rim. And with that being said, let's move on to another very significant tip so that we can get you guys to be the best poppers possible. Now, another tip that I want to quickly cover, because this goes hand in hand with everything I said, is just shooting in general. You must know how to shoot the ball. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm actually going to provide you guys with just a few tips that I know, probably even a jump shot that you guys can use as a popper, a really solid jump shot that I've personally been using, and also some tips that you guys can use when you guys are shooting the ball off the pop. It's vital. I know shooting is a bit different this year. It's going to take some adaptation. You guys are going to have to adapt to it and adjust. It is a bit harder than probably former years, but you guys can do this. You guys can adjust. You guys can hit your shots using some of these tips that I'm about to provide you. Now, pertaining to shooting, I'm just going to show you guys just a few quick tips, things that may help you guys shoot a bit better on your popper build. I'll just quickly go over the build that I'm just currently on right now. I only have a 77 3 ball. Now, I will not lie. I've been seeing in the community people shooting with like a 65 3 ball, even a 70, things as low as that. And I'm thinking about on my next build possibly going lower, probably around 65, even 60 I was even considering. Probably 65 the lowest though. But mine is a 77. One thing I always do and make sure to do is have my boosts. I always have my boost for jump shot. Make sure you guys buy your boost so that you guys will have a better shot ability in game. Another very, very important one that I want to mention is go to your controller settings, and for my shot timing profile, I have mine on normal risk reward. Now, the reason I personally use normal risk reward is because I know most people use high risk reward. Just to quickly go over it, the timing will be considerably affected by the shot outcome, with a higher chance at making shots with great timing, but also a higher chance to miss with poor timing. So when you use high risk, high reward, it is solely based on timing, meaning if you know your jump shot very well, you're going to be able to make shots, crazy shots, contested shots, meaning it's less surrounded around the contest, but more around your timing. So if you're being heavily contested, but you know your timing, you're going to hit your shots. Now, the reason I don't use that and I use normal risk reward, jump shot timing affects your shot chances by a normal amount, most similar to previous 2Ks. The reason why I do this is because timing isn't everything. It's more about coverage. So if you're taking wide open shots, meaning that the coverage is usually low, but your timing is not so great, you're going to green, and that's what I personally am adapted to. One thing I've noticed about myself is I don't know. Well, I haven't really been on high risk reward, but I'm not the guy that knows my jump shot to a T. I know the shooting can be inconsistent, and I'm not taking high coverage shots. As a popper, I'm not ever usually taking contested shots. That is only something guards do, not even locks do. Locks might slightly take contested shots here and there, but not really. That's really a guard thingy. So logically, it makes more sense to use normal risk reward. I've even taken a look at low risk reward. Jump shot timing only has a smaller impact, meaning no matter what your timing is, it's more about coverage. It's about your ratings and your coverage that mean more to whether you're going to green or not, rather than your timing. I've even looked into this. Haven't tried it yet. I might. I know a lot of people are using real player percentages, so it's going to be more attached to your percentage. I shoot a pretty high shooting percentage, so I heard real player percentage is pretty broken. I might even give this one a shot too. I don't know if I would do difficulty based. I think that's more for my career anyways that I've used it. But normal risk reward is what I use. I'm considering low risk reward and also considering real player percentage as these two, or real player percentage has been said to be really good as usual. But yeah, I use no more risk reward. So that's probably what I would use, and that's my explanation as to why I'm using it. My shot time visual cue for my popper, or really anything that I play on, is push. Push is my favorite, and I know you can also edit this in the actual jump shot creator. So that's pretty much it for the shooting tips that I have. Those are just some quick things I thought I would throw in. Maybe what I might do here is just quickly show you guys the jump shot I'm currently using. I'm currently using my main three. My main three looks a little like this. It's Josh Green, Julian Champagne, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Torian Prince, and I have my visual cue on push, like I mentioned before, my release speed on the fastest, and my animation blending 60/40. So I hope these small little tips that I'm just throwing quickly here in for the video help you guys with your shooting. And with that, we'll move on to the next tip. Now that we've covered the shooting, lastly, but almost most importantly, is rebounding. Rebounding is something you must know how to do, especially as a popper. There are going to be times you're going to run into builds taller than you. For those of you guys running the meta popper build at the time, currently that is a 6'7" popper. We're short. We are shorter than 6'9s. Insides, it can be a very tough paddle down below. I personally am still have been able to get boards over people bigger than me, but through trying really hard at the rim, trying to position myself. What you guys must know about rebounding, I'm going to keep it very simple. Hold L2, box out wins rebounds. There's a lot of long rebounds in this game, and some rebounds are going to fly out of bounds and stuff, but boxing out is more important than even a badge like Rebound Chaser. That is why I prioritize personally having box out beast on legend. It is the most important thing to me. It is more important than a Rebound Chaser in my opinion, because a box out usually equals a rebound, other than there being a long board or, you know, one of those rebounds that just kind of fly out the play. It's really out of your control, but what is in your control is your ability to box out. You must have position on box outs. You must be on the inside. You must box out your opponent, and from there you must jump or even run and get the rebound. Boxing out is very, very important. This is a very simple tip. I don't feel as if I need much time to explain this. L2, L2, L2. Make sure you fight for the position. Sometimes I use R2 and L2, like I'll be running and I can break a box out or push someone out of an animation. My center only has an 80 strength. Strength is heavy. Oh no, not 80 strength. I believe he has a 95. Strength is going to play a factor in your ability to box out. Keep that in mind. Anywhere from a 91 to 95 strength is what I recommend. Those are usually the sweet spots that most people will use their strength in, including myself. So be sure you have a good strength rating and box out, box out. It's all about positioning. It's all about the box out. If you box out, you get good positioning. 90% of the times you will get the rebound. So that is all for today's video, guys. I hope you guys do enjoy this kind of sweet, short, to the point kind of videos. That's kind of the focus and the direction I'm trying to take this channel in. Getting to the point, helping you guys as much as I can, being as effective and useful as I can in my videos. So I hope you guys, I really do hope you guys appreciate it. It took a lot of time to edit this video, put it together, find the clips and all that good stuff. Please do leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be dropping the inside center version of this, showing you guys how to improve as an inside center on NBA 2K25. And then hopefully a video of me explaining how to be a better center on the 5 score too. That would be very nice. I plan on doing that. So once again, please do like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one.